Hello and welcome to this week's Facebook Live. And this week it'll be on, I'm talking about do you feel treated as if one size fits all? So I'm coming to you from this beautiful space surrounded by hills and greenery and the breeze and buzzing things and plants, which is deep in the heart of Devon. And I'm in this space feeling the healing vibe of the giving quality of the earthiness of the power in this area and the rocks and the giving quality and the bursting of life all around me, of the plants and everything. And in the space I feel I can be myself, and I feel supported and nurtured and able to expand from what I am and give out from what I am. So I hope that you're getting the same vibes and feeling it. Just feel into it, you're here. And I hope that you're getting feeling that into your space and into your life too. You know, you see the trees and these lovely hills behind. So okay, so this week is about, are you feeling treated as if one size fits all? And what I find is that a lot of my clients go to the doctors with symptoms, and they diagnose the symptoms and what's going on with someone's body, and they prescribe medication for those symptoms, and off you go. And that's basically the sum of it. There may be some other things, and they may send you to physios and other specialists, but that's the basic sort of run of it. You know, what's the symptom, and here's the medication to cure it. Well, the thing is that, you are not just a body. So what is going on here? Well, with the doctor side of things, doctors are medically trained to understand and diagnose symptoms. They're kind of end of the line, end of the road, what's going on with your body. And they're trained to administer or to prescribe medication to whatever symptom you have. And that's what they do. So, if you're wanting to be taken holistically or in the whole picture, or given more than your 7 minutes that they have for you, then you're asking the wrong person. But not to knock the doctors at all. Everybody has an important place in this world. So, but just to show you that you are not just a body. You are feelings, you are thoughts, you are memories, you are experiences. There's what's going on in your head right now. It's how you react to things. It's how you respond to things. It's how you see the world, and from your point of view, it's what you're made up of. You are multi-layered. And to address only and just only your body is very limiting, and doesn't incorporate everything that you are. And you can have 100 people with the same symptoms, with the same back pain, for example, but there will be 100 different reasons why each and every one of those people are going to have that back pain. It may be it might be a physical thing. It might be they stand or sit in a funny position all day. It might be very literal and physical. It might be they feel unsupported, the back support. So it might be feeling unsupported. It might be a number of things. But it's very important to investigate and to explore the whole person that you are, because the whole person that you are is who you really are, and your physical body is one part, is a physical expression of you. So it's very important, if you want to clear any problems in your body, any symptoms, to explore the whole of you and what's going on with all of you, with your mind, your feelings, your life. What's going on with you? How did it start? What was happening when this thing started for you? And explore the reasoning, because that's where the cure is going to come. That's where the release of the symptoms is going to come. The root key, and that's what I'm going to show at the end of this video. I'm going to take you through, how to understand your root pain and how you can get rid of it. So hold on for that. So Yes, you are multi-leveled. You are multifaceted. You know why you're the only person in this whole entire universe who is exactly like you. You might find lots of other people similar to you. You might find people who you resonate with and have very similar points of view, but it won't be exactly the same. You're unique. There's only one of you that ever existed, never will exist in your particular form and your particular memories and experiences. There's only one of you. So that's the key to clearing physical pain, is to look at the whole picture of you, and then you start to find the patterns and where the holding is and what's going on, so you can clear the pain. So the first thing to understand your root pain, what you need to do first is there are two pieces that I teach in the pain-free method, and the first is to feel into your pain, and this is the critical part. Because pain creates separation. We don't want to go there. We've blocked it away for certain reasons. It might be emotionally or mentally. It might be physically, just wanting to push on through and get things done and not want to address things for whatever reason. Maybe we're busy with our families or busy with our lives and no time to think and don't want to address it. There's a number of reasons why we don't address things, but for some reason, your pain, you're holding, which pain is a kind of holding, a tense area, a holding, a gripping, energetically, and for some reason you're holding it. So the first thing to do is kind of counterintuitive, is to feel into what you're experiencing, where the holding is for you. It might be one big old place, it might be in one particular joint, it might be lots of things all over your body, it could be that too. Wherever it is, the first thing to do is to feel into it, to really mentally, emotionally, physically feel into your physical pain. And when you do this, you're starting to tap into the root cause, the root reason it's developed in the first place. And this isn't a thinking thing, so it's very important that if you find yourself thinking too much, then that's going to stop the healing. It's all through the senses and the feelings, and feeling into your physical ailments, your back pain, your plantar fasciitis, your endometriosis. It's feeling into what does this feel like. And this is a very good sentence to use to keep you in the right spot, especially if you have a very busy mind, to feel into the right place. Ask yourself, how does this feel? It's a feeling thing. So you might like to even also put your hands where you feel tension or pain. Put your hands, your fingertips lightly into the area, feel into the area. It's not like a massage, it's just like putting your hands, your warmth of your hands, the flat of your hand, the point of your finger, into the area that you're experiencing difficulties. If you can comfortably reach, that is. And otherwise, if it's something like on your back or something, or somewhere you can't reach very easily, then put your hands on the front of your body, or put your hands near or directly opposite the area. So for example, if your pain is in your shoulders and you can't really reach it, just put your hands on the front of your body and just know that that's kind of feeling into where the pain is. And so feeling, experiencing, sensing what you are experiencing. Hi Jocelyn, welcome. We're just going through the feeling into your pain, so you can tap into, so that leads you to the root cause, which allows the pain to leave. And so watch out for that ticking mind, watch out for that busy mind, because mind likes to know what's going on. The mind likes to know logic. What's this? What am I doing? Am I doing it right? Is it the right place? I don't know if this is working. The mind gets busy, busy, busy. So if you notice that your mind is somewhere else and it's not feeling into your discomfort, then just take some nice slow deep breaths and start again. Breathe into the problem area you have. Put your hands there if you can, and just breathe. Yes, thank you, Emma. So if you're having a difficult connection, just just wait, because sometimes the connection goes in and out of these sort of things. If anyone else is having the same sort of problem, then just hang on in there, and you might find that the connection reconnects again. And if not, I'm going to put this out live later, so you can see the recording later. So feeling into your pain, and watch out for that thinking mind. And you might like to stay here for a few minutes, a few seconds. You may find that's enough. You may find that you would like to be here for 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour even. And you'll know how long you need to be there. So there's two parts that's going on here for your healing. One, that you're paying attention to it, and this is absolutely critical. And the second, that you're feeling into and noticing what you sense. Some people feel nothing, and that's okay, then you feel nothing. The nothing is what you feel. And some people can't get in there. That's okay, so you feel, I can't get in there. You feel what you feel. The fact of putting your hands where it hurts, the fact of paying attention like this and asking yourself, how does this feel, will be taking you to the right place. So just trust that that is correct. Trust that it is working. Whatever you sense, it is the right thing. Okay? So this is something you're going to have to go off to explore with yourself and spend time on yourself. Remember, the key of pain is a stepping away and not addressing. So the opposite, when you're doing the opposite like this, you are addressing things, and that means your pain has a chance to release. And the second part of releasing your pain and tapping into the root cause, which is where the pain will be released, is writing down the description of what you sense, of the factual description of what your pain is. So say, for example, you have back pain. Perhaps your description would be tightness, or excruciating pain, or stiffness, or unable to move. So write down what is the descriptions of your physical pain, the ABC of your physical pain. What does it feel like of your physical pain? Not so much the sensing and feeling into, but the actual sort of ABC of what does it feel like. And write those descriptions down. And when you've done that, change the pain to ask yourself, where else in your life, where else in your body, where else in your feelings, your thoughts, where else in your life, in you, do you have those exact same descriptions? And they'll be, our patterns, our bodies are repeated and repeated and repeated. We're like layers of onions, we're like onions, layers, 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 and you will be repeating things perhaps in the way you behave, or perhaps in thought and memory, or perhaps in the words that you use, or somewhere else in your body. It'll be repeated and repeated and repeated multi-times. So ask yourself, look at your descriptions and ask yourself, where else in you, in your life, in you, do you have the very same descriptions? And you are likely to find that things will pop up for you, answers will pop up for you. When you ask yourself direct questions, you will get direct answers. And, sometimes you might be resistant to all of this, and that's okay. So if you feel like there are no answers, you're not getting anything, then that's what you're getting. You're getting no answers and you're not getting anything. And that's where you stand. That's where the place where you are, then that's where you need to be, is connecting with that not getting anything, or that resistance. And that's as valuable, and that's as healing as tapping into the actual roots that's creating your thing in the first place. So take heart, stop the mind. If you find that your mind is tick, tick, ticking, then ask yourself, how does this feel? Write down the description of what you're feeling, the description of your illness, of your symptom, and ask yourself, where else in your life do you sense those things? So to actually clear it, to actually clear the pain, what you've done is taken the first major step, which is the ones I've just described through. And the parts of healing is the connection of it, the connection to your symptoms. And this doesn't make any logical sense, and the mind will be going crazy at all this because it's not a logical thing. It's an energy flowing, connecting thing. So mind keeps separation permanent. So the part of healing is the connecting to it. Say, for example, I don't know, a wheel went over your toe when you're a little girl or something. And that kind of memory of pain stays in you until you can kind of connect with it and make sense of it and make it logical or wrap it better. But what about if that's maybe your mother wheelbarrowed over your toe and they didn't see you or they ignored you. And that starts to be an emotional kind of link and memory. And I find that very often we have childhood traumas that are things we would normally brush off as an adult or get our head around it and let it go and brush it off as an adult. But as a child, that's massive. You know, that moment of mum ignoring me and then my toe got crushed, that kind of gets locked, that can get locked in the body, not always, but it can get locked in the body. And that kind of thing can fester unless it's addressed and released. Maybe mum always ignored you, you know, so these kind of patterns can get repeated and locked in and confirmed over years. I was treating one lady with, she was alcoholic and she had other problems with the relations, and she had a sense of shock in her system, and she went back to when she was 3 years old. She was now, when I treated her, she was 56, and she had a physical shock that happened to her when she was 3 years old. She put her little fingers into bare wires and she got a terrible shock. So that's one thing in itself, a physical kind of trauma is a trauma. But her mum didn't come, and that kind of sets in the emotional, mental kind of lock-in. So can you see how, you know, that wasn't addressed somehow? As a little girl, she didn't understand. Maybe her mum was cooking and, you know, it could have been a number of reasons. Maybe it wasn't okay. Maybe it was an acceptable thing. You know, that sort of thing has to be released and addressed and connected with to allow it to release. So in the pain-free method, you know, it's not like psychoanalysis. You don't have to go deep and get all Pandora's box out and figure it all out, the worms in your cupboard. You don't. What you need to do is just to connect. It's pure and simple. And the pain-free method is as easy as breathing. It is through the breath that we release. So it's through the connection and through the breath. Through the breath, it's like the oils in the works. It's like the oil in the car. Through the deep, slow breathing, we allow things to change, not as the breath, but through the breath. So we allow change to happen, like oil in the car. We allow the wheels to go and the engine to work by putting oil in the car. Well, we do a healing by putting air in our body. And a lot of the times, I find that, you know, many people, we don't breathe deeply enough, especially in a holding area, especially in a stress area in your system, in a confined, restricted area, which is pain or congestion or the parts of the body not working properly, like joints or the gut, or maybe even the heart, anywhere where it is. This is like a congestion, it's a condense of energy. And when you use deep, slow breathing, you're allowing space for that organ, that space, that joint to move properly. It gives it a chance to heal properly. And so this is not a psychoanalysis thing, this is an allowing thing. And you do the healing through connecting to it and breathing deeply. And the first two parts I was saying to you, like feel into it and write down your descriptions. This is the confirmation, this is the brickwork of getting healing to happen. So you can mentally get it, so you can emotionally get it. And healing comes through the connection of it, the connection of that difficult thing. And don't be shy, be brave, you know, nobody else is going to be in there with you. Only you, the one and only you is you, will be there. I find a lot of the times when we tuck things away, we might be embarrassed to go there, or afraid other people will know, or afraid other people will see, or what will people think of us. And but healing itself is only a relationship with you. Healing cannot happen from any other part of anything, of anyone, anywhere. It happens with you. So be brave, dive in there, you know. What do you want for your future? How do you want it to be instead? How do you imagine, you know, how it's going to be without your symptom? See yourself on the other side, so you have a bit of a goal. But healing happens through the connection and deep breathing of what you're suffering, what you're dealing with. So give it a go, and keep your hands on the place that you're having discomfort or pain, and ask yourself, how does this feel? Write down the descriptions, and, you know, spend time on this. You need to spend at least a few minutes. If it's hard for you to spend time with yourself like this, start with a couple of minutes and then work up with more minutes and more minutes. This is your chance to heal. This is the moment to let it go, and this is how it happens. So you deserve this. This is your right to heal, to be in flow, to let go of this past finally, let go of whatever it is you're holding on to finally. And the fact that the pain is rising and increasing, the fact that it's here, the fact that you're looking at this video right now to learn about releasing pain, means you are ready, means you are bringing it to the table, means you've had enough of what you've been going through and you're ready for change or to let it go. Okay, so trust yourself, have a go at the exercises, and please do write in the comments below if there's anything you don't understand. If you found that this video is resonating for you, please do comment, and do let me know, how you're getting on. Did you have a go at the exercise? Tell me how you get on with them, and put in what you're suffering. Please do comment below, because it really helps me to help you, and it also helps other people who may be going through similar things, who perhaps won't comment in the boxes below, and they will be able to benefit from what you comment, what you say as well. Okay, so have a lovely day from Devon. Get the healing vibe going your way. I'm sending it to you. Feel into it. Feel into these beautiful hills, this beautiful vibe.